Y'all heard the music. I played a tribute to my late cat, Pluto. He was my black cat. It's December 22nd, 2023, but this will play 3 days later on Christmas Day. That morning, Pluto was acting real weird. He had always been a healthy cat. We got him 2 days after Thanksgiving in 2010. I was a student at the time, and I was in my first quarter at the University of Washington, having previously graduated with my associates from Olympic College here in Bremerton, Washington. And I got Sugar, the cat that you see in the video as well, the tabby. I got her as my graduation gift. So 2 days after Thanksgiving, we went to the Kitsap Humane Society and got Pluto. My husband and I didn't grow up cat people, and I loved cats always, but because my mom didn't like them, some relative, it might have not been my mom, I don't remember, I was never able to have one as a pet, but I always wanted one. And finally I got my husband, who was also a dog person, to soften up a little bit. So the tribute you saw are the photos of Pluto days after we brought him home from the Humane Society. We had him from that time until December 25th, 2022, when we had to rush him to our pet hospital 15 minutes away. He was doing some weird screaming and heaving funny. And we had a gray cat tree for him at the time that I'm glad my husband got rid of, because I just couldn't look at it anymore. When we took Pluto into that hospital, this would be the third vet he'd see. We're comforting him and trying to calm him down. And I had no way of knowing when I walked out that vet's office, I would walk out in tears because I had to say goodbye to him. Pluto's heart was failing and I didn't know. 2022 just wasn't the best year for me. Flew into Alabama early June. Before that, Pluto was acting funny, but we just figured that maybe because we had busy work schedules, he just wanted attention, so he was ticking me off for the longest period of time. Then he started not going to his litter box, and I thought that was just him acting out. So long story short, I flew to Alabama to the funeral. My grandma passed away. I wasn't back in Washington State 24 hours. I woke up with a fever of 103, and for the first time ever got a flu-like illness, COVID-19, of course, because I never had the flu or pneumonia. And yet and still Pluto was going downhill and I didn't know it. I miss him. From the time we got him, he was an adventure, and I just absolutely miss him. I remember saying that I would go on this mission to always adopt a black cat because I had a French teacher, Mrs. Crawl, at Olympic College, who had the most two beautiful black cats. I know one's name was Olive, Black Olives, of course, because she travels the world and she spends the summer in France usually. I'm not trying to put too much of her business out there, but to make a long story short, I miss Pluto, and I made this tribute to him and to anyone else who owns black cats. There's a guy on YouTube or a family that has two black cats that a couple of years ago you could see them swimming on the beach together, and they don't know just how much those videos healed my heart, because I'm coming up on my year mark of losing Pluto, never thinking that he would die 6 days before the new year. I really thought I'd start 2023 with him, but I didn't. And I took his passing pretty hard for the longest, and my healing was actually instilled to a small degree because I'm getting a lot better. Watching videos of others with black cats. I mean, it's hard. It's just been hard for me. People think you can just get over pets, but pets are like your family. I will say this, though. That cat lived his best life. I didn't know till like a couple of days after he died that he had been sneaking up on the roofs of all of my neighbors, because my husband brought it up. And I'm like, what you mean Pluto been jumping on top of people's roofs? Because I never saw him do it. So I feel like in a way he didn't like to test me. But Pluto took me through my irritable bowel syndrome diagnosis in 2018. When I would lie home sick and didn't go to work, that cat was at my side. 2017, give or take 2017. 2018 is when I got the official diagnosis. And now I try to find ways to manage it. And when he did, he lay next to me on that blanket that you saw, the black blanket. To this day, we still have that blanket. And now it's sentimental to us because it didn't occur to us until Pluto passed that from the time we brought him from the Humane Society 2 days after Thanksgiving, that he was obsessed with that blanket. That blanket was his favorite. And he wasn't too happy when I would take it away and have to wash it. But at the same time, once I'd put it back on the couch, he was just absolutely ecstatic and would go right back to that blanket. That blanket seems to have held some comfort for him. If I could give you a healing message, my healing message would be, please adopt a black cat. This stuff about black cats being evil and you'll have a spell cast on you if you cross one crossing the street. Don't believe that hype, okay? That's just something someone made up. I've tried to find the evidence of those myths, and I can't find any evidence that a black cat is associated with Halloween and black cats will harm people. I miss him. He was just cute and cuddly and sweet. And I know some people listening to this might say, you can adopt another one. I just don't have the heart for it right now. We just have Sugar, and for now, that's all I can tolerate. Because I want no instance where it feels like I'm replacing it right now. If anybody's feeling this or ever watch, please give a thumbs up. Cuddle your kittens, love them. Really cuddle your dogs as well. Pets are like family. We'll light candles in like 3 days to his memory. I miss him so much. And I'll leave you all with a 2-minute video of he and Sugar fighting on the couch a couple of days after we brought him home. All right. Thanks, you all. Take care.
That's me, like a giant pistachio. Yeah, I'll do that after I run through a preschool naked. You idiot.
Lewis Black does it, like Lewis Black. Wonderful pistachios. Get cracking.
Be the hero this holiday season with Boston Market's all-natural rotisserie chicken. Delicious sides, cornbread, and a free dessert. Just $5.99 per person. Your holiday feast is in the bag. Boston Market. Your table is waiting.
Oh, we miss you, honey.
I'll be home soon. Until then, I have my wingman helping me out. Tommy?
I helped Dad pick it up. It's beautiful. Behind every open heart is a story. Tell yours with my open heart collection in K Jewelers, the #1 jewelry store in America. There are millions of reasons to give one, but the message is always the same. Keep your heart open, and love will always find its way in. I love you.
I love you too.
Every kiss begins with K.
Toyotathon is back. With over 30 years of great deals, everyone's going. You'll never know who you'll see. Mark, Amanda, Kurt, Lori,
Chuck?
Heather.
Eric Estrada. What are you doing here?
I'm here to buy a car.
Me too.
Our biggest event of the year won't last long. Hurry in today. And now, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, featuring a complimentary maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Toyota.
How can my baby sit there and just scratch? Look at him, my little Pluto. Pluto. Sugar so lonely. Sugar so lonely. Y'all cat.